Fuck it. Hell, man, Keisha, she gonna be at the motherfucking party, nigga. I'm on my faded. You don't hear me though. Hey, she this got body. Yeah, she got body, man. Shit, boy, I'm about to get with her though. I heard that. Let me see what's up in this motherfucker. And you ain't gotta be creeping. I don't know why you trying to act like you cleaning up. Damn, I always think we gonna steal something. I know what you want, dog. Go ahead and give me that OE. Yeah. I'm finna fuck with some of this odds. Oh, no, boy. Oh, man, I'm from the old school, brother. Yeah. You know to drink a beer, store. Hey, man, I'ma pay you.
How many of us remember this scene? I'm 43 years old.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, I was about 10 years old when I first saw this scene. And this is the first thing I thought about when I heard about this case. So I want you to understand that the Rick Chow and Cyrus Carmack Belton case, in cases like this, is also familiar, unfortunately. I really wasn't sure if I was going to do this story, but I'm a South Carolina native and something just kept drawing me to this. So here I go. South Carolina, 14 years old, a few bottles of water he put back on the shelf, and the verdict got half the internet ready to picket every Chinese spot nail salon in America. So today, we do things. Why the man who shot a kid, is still walking around free. Why your corner store and your barbershops got pushed into the same truck from two different directions. And why the only people who never end up on anybody's boycott list are the ones who actually built this whole situation. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Static, your co-host. And this is the Rugged Talk Podcast.
Let's get into it.
South Carolina raised me. The struggle gave me vision. Every scar on my back became a part of my...
The pattern.
Quick facts, because the headlines move fast and a lot of us caught the verdict and not the case. So, in 2023, Columbia, South Carolina, the Met. If you know, you know. Cyrus Carmack Belton, 14 years old, he walks into Rick Chow's gas station. He grabs some bottled water and he gets accused of stealing it. Except he didn't steal it. He put it back. He's already off the property running away when Chow and his son chases him down and shoots him in the back. The coroner confirmed it. A wound consistent with someone running away, not with someone attacking anybody. Now here's where people get confused. Chow didn't even claim straight self-defense for himself. Defense was defense of others. He said his son told him that the boy had a gun, so he fired to protect his son. Investigators never found evidence that the boy ever pointed that gun at anybody. That didn't matter. In South Carolina, once you raise that defense, the burden flips. It's the prosecutor isn't just trying to prove you're guilty anymore. They have to disprove your story beyond a reasonable doubt. That's a much higher mountain to climb. And on June 1st of this year, they didn't climb it. Not guilty. But here's the part that should be in the headlines and isn't. This wasn't Chow's first rodeo. In 2015, he fired 6 shots at a car he suspected of shoplifting. In 2018, he shot a different man in the leg, same kind of accusation. Both times, the sheriff department reviewed it and said his actions didn't meet requirements under South Carolina law to support criminal charges. Because in both cases, he was technically the one who started it. So let's be clear about what we're actually looking at. This wasn't strike 1. This was strike 3. And the bat never even left his hand. Same law, same reasoning, 3 different shootings, and the third one finally killed somebody. That's not a bad apple slipping through the good system. That's a system that I already told him twice he could get away with it. South Carolina be tripping sometimes, man. But now, if you're mad at Chow, You should be. I need you to follow this thread back further than the counter at the gas station, though, because the reason a black teenager and an Asian shop owner ended up in that same parking lot together in the first place, it didn't start with either one of them.
Same lock, different key.
Let's talk about why there is a gas station owned by a Korean or Chinese family on damn near every corner on black neighborhoods in America. Because that didn't just happen by accident. And it didn't happen because they're better at business than us. It happened because of two locked doors that opened exactly at the same time for exactly wrong reasons. One, redlining. From the 30s all the way past the 60s, the federal government literally drew maps marking black neighborhoods as too risky to lend. Not just home loans, business loans, insurance, all of it. Banks wouldn't put a dollar into building a business in black-owned communities. So when white-owned a business eventually packed up and left, those same blocks we call it white flight. That's actually a thing. I didn't make that up. They actually have books about it. They left behind cheap, empty storefronts and a community that still needed groceries. They still needed a corner store. They still needed somewhere to cash their checks. So, door number two, Asian immigrants coming to this country after 1965 hit the same locked doors from the banks. New to the country, no credit history, plenty of their own discriminations to deal with. Mainstream banks weren't rocking with them either. So entire communities built their own system, rotating credit pools. Korean families called it Kai, I think I'm pronouncing it right, and Chinese families call it Hugh. I don't know. Everybody throws money into a pot, and each month somebody in the groups get to take the whole pot and start their own business. No banks required because no banks offer. So now you got one community sitting on cheap banking storefronts because the bank wouldn't invest in them. And you have another community out, they sitting on cash because they raised it themselves because banks still wouldn't invest in them either. Of course, those two doors met in the middle. That door in the corner is an innovation. It's two groups of people, the same system locked out, landing in the same spot from opposite directions.
So we mad at the man who found a way through the maze instead of the people who built the maze.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Divide and conquer on schedule.
Now here's the part that really gets me. We ran the same exact play before, and we lost the same exact play the last time. 1992, Los Angeles, 15-year-old Latasha Harlins, a Korean store owner accused her of stealing the orange juice. She had the money in her hand. The owner shot her in the back of the head, convicted of voluntary manslaughter. Sentence, probation, no jail time. Sounds familiar? The following year, Los Angeles erupted after the Rodney King verdict, and Koreatown took the brunt of it. Over 2,000 Korean-owned businesses burnt or looted. Korean Americans still call it Sa-agu 429, the date it started. And here's the thing, nobody wants to stay alive. The courthouse that handed down probation for killing a 15-year-old never burned. The police department that beat Rodney King on camera never burned. Nobody touched it. The anger found the nearest target instead of the actual one. Not by accident either. Historically, the whole model minority idea, the one that says, look how well behaved this group is, why can't you act like them? That's a phrase that got coined and pushed in the 60s on purpose, specifically as a stick to beat the civil rights movement with. It was never really a compliment to Asian Americans. It was a wedge built to drive between us. Manufactured in a think tank, not grown out of no real beef between our communities.
You gotta ask if the house keeps winning because the house is that good or because we keep showing up to the wrong table.
Static, you're right. 34 years later, after Latasha Harlins, we are running the exact same play against the exact same opponent. And somehow, the refs go undefeated every single time.
All right, my guy, let's bring it all back home to RPRF.
So here's where I land, and it's not where the clip makers is land. I'm not telling you to spend your money in that gas station. I'm telling you to aim your boycott at the right address. The Richland County jury didn't write the law that let 3 shooters slide. The bank that wouldn't belong to a black business owner in 1965 still has descendants running today. That's who need to feel the pressure. Not the storefront that ended up there because every other door was closed. You know how I do it. Have to bring it back to RPRF. Every citizen we help get a lease or a loan or a storefront of their own, that's one less corner left empty for somebody else to fill it on their terms that we didn't set. Ownership is how you stop being the last stop of somebody else's survival plan and start building your own. That's a real boycott. Not walking past the store, building one. I'm Adrian.
And I'm Static. Thanks for watching Rugged Past.
Righteous Future. Please don't forget to visit our website at www.ruggedpastrighteousfuture.com.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Rugged Talk podcast.